Hi buddy, welcome back to Manor and Brass episode 21 with me, Sid, and last episode we did the Britannia Cave, and also, I don't know, I could have walked through the house now, but we also did the floor in here and the corridor through there, and you know, this is starting to get a certain degree of completion, and as you can see, the off switch has worked. These are all full, and if those are full, that also means that this and all 9 of these are full, so that's locked. The thing, doesn't matter what that does, it can't send a signal, so the lava doesn't pump out, and everything is good. And thanks to everybody who commented on the string trick for the lava. It's not mine, so you know, I'm not going to take credit for it, but if it helps somebody, that's all good. And recently I had a comment from a subscriber, a long-time subscriber, who has probably been watching almost for as long as the channel's been going, if not as long as the channel's been going, which is now getting on towards 10 years, which is actually quite scary. And it was, how do I put it? It was a real eye-opener of a comment, I think, is the so the subscriber is Fiddly. Fiddly has been, as I say, a long time subscriber, and he posted just to let me know that that he basically has stage 4 lung cancer, and wanted to thank me for all of the years of entertainment and everything, and yeah, it was a real just stop and pause moment. There was absolutely nothing can prepare you, or even, well, nothing can prepare you for that kind of post or that kind of illness or whatever. I mean, obviously, you know, I had a heart attack last year in Tunisia, and you know, that was scary. And again, nothing can really prepare you for it, but this one just came out of the blue and really did catch me. And I mean, there's no magic words and nothing we can say this that will make things better, unfortunately. But you know, my thoughts go out to you, Fiddly, if you're watching this video, and I'm sure others people on the channel will also extend their thoughts, and for those who are not agnostic like me, maybe prayers as well. But yeah, it just really caught me. And one of the things that struck me, because I thought, what can I do? Is there anything I can do? I mean, again, there's nothing I can do. You know, I'm just a stupid old fool making videos on YouTube. But I thought, well, how about charity? We could do something for charity. Maybe I could get a link and stick it up there in that top right-hand corner. He says, no, in the right-hand corner's moving. And would you believe that YouTube does have a feature that allows you to post links to raise money for charity? But only if you have 10,000 or more subscribers, which seems such a bizarre thing. I mean, it costs them nothing. Surely you should be able to post a link that, you know, promotes a charitable subscription and donation at any level. But then I got to thinking, I thought, well, I actually don't know where Fiddly's from. So, you know, I don't know which charity would be appropriate to donate to. I mean, one of the things which you may or may not know about me, my grandfather died from pancreatic cancer a long time ago. I mean, like 40 years ago now. And it was a horrible way. A horrible thing to watch. I wasn't actually even allowed in to see him towards the end because, you know, they were concerned, my family were concerned that they wanted me to remember him as it was. So I've always been a bit of a giver towards the charities, and I tend to give towards cancer because it has impacted on me personally, and it's such a terrible disease. And heart disease, because let's be honest, it's an investment for my future. So obviously I can't put a link, I can't put anything in the description. I have no features or facilities, and I'm not streaming at the moment, so doing a charity stream wouldn't be really appropriate, I don't think. And not knowing which cancer charity to support makes it difficult. But then I sat there and thought, you know what, I mean, I can't expect anybody to do anything, but if this story resonates with you, if you have lost or losing members of family, friends to this horrendous disease, and you have a small amount of disposable income, can I just encourage people to give to a local cancer charity, whether it be Macmillan or Cancer Research in the UK, the hospice charities and things like that, or whatever the equivalent one is, because this affects everybody. It's going to, it's a horrible thing. And I'm sorry to start on such a downer, but it's just been 2 or 3 days I've been thinking about how I respond, and I have responded to the comment. I mean, there's very little you can do, but anyway, let's try and lighten the mood. And if Fiddly is watching this, let's try and do something entertaining, just, because that's all I can do is just continue being me and do me. So, what's the plan for today? Well, I don't have one. No, I do have one. It's a bit of an odd one, though. So, I would like to push towards the next level of Wizard. I've reached magic level 60, and I own an Elytra, because Elytra are... I was gifted one by Frost. I think it was Frost who gifted me. It's a while now. I don't use it a great deal, to be honest, but I have thrown some rockets on my bar because that might be something we want to play with later. However, I do want to go and get some glass bottles, because what we have here is we have an option to obtain the Dragon's Breath. Now, I don't know whether the dragon is still alive, or Bessie, as Rorax calls it. It was certainly left alive, and we did talk in Discord about possibly doing a group killing of the dragon, but given that Rorax can probably one-shot it with a fireball by now, and Frost can run rings around it with its super flight armor, and everybody's, I mean, Frost is a tier 5 wizard, Rorax is a demon wizard, something or other, probably tier 5 as well. I suspect it would be a very, very, very short battle. It will probably be a very short battle anyway, given that level of preparation. But I think we can reach the end. If the dragon is still alive, we can obtain the Dragon's Breath and kill the Ender Dragon. If it's not alive, I can take some End Crystals, regenerate the dragon, and kill the dragon and obtain some Dragon's Breath. Either works. So I think we can kill off, if you'll pardon the pun, 3 of these very rapidly, and we don't even have to go and find the end, because that's already been found, and they put a warp plate in there, so we can achieve that relatively straightforward. We can go out and have a look at the end, and yeah, let's make some more, I think, because we also probably want some end. There we go, that will do us. Some end air as well. We definitely are going to want to make sure we have got the relevant features on the bar. I don't know if there is anything here that is going to be helpful, but certainly there we've got our Frostbolt spell, blink, torch. Yeah, I think we've just got the Frostbolt. No. Oh, that would have been embarrassing. But more importantly, in here I do have an 11-minute flight 2 or flight 3 and a flight 3 scroll. So let's take one of those. I've got some healing. I've got that. I think I'm going to take End Crystals. For that I'm going to need gas tears. How many have I got? I've got 6. And if I have a look at the use of you, I need some of those, which... Have I not got 1, 2, 3, 4? Thought I would have had more than that, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, I had enough stuff, and we shall quickly throw 4 of those together, and they just get set up on the altar, don't they? So let's see. Doesn't matter. Let's go to spawn. It's going to cost me a level. I can live with that. And then let's use this to get here. And there's the end portal. Now, of course, I have 2 Frost. Okay, so Frost has got his own little portal there. I'm going to guess that this has been well and truly looted. This is the and I'm detecting somebody from blood magic has come through this. I'm using all sorts of light sources. How bizarre! I do love this. We saw this in the last in the last, well, not season, but in the last episode in the Manor and Artifice early doors thing. You know, that's well and truly looted. Yeah, someone was actually illuminating the place. Wow, this is I do love this structure. Such a good structure. And again, I'm going to guess that this has been well and truly, oops, hello, looted. Oh, someone got potato recovery. I'm not that bothered about having a potato cannon in the immediate future, but yeah, the number of people who've been through here with the different light sources is great. I love it. No, stop. There's another just, I mean, again, you know, I'm going to guess that everything good. Curse of Binding, the fun book in the multiplayer. Actually, an enchantment that really only has a purpose in multiplayer, but that was surprisingly close by. Anyway, I need... Oh, let me just... I'm not obviously done that. This is... I mean, look at the size of this compared to a fairly typical one. I don't even know what that is. That looks like more roomage that's not been uncovered, but definitely plenty of things around. Anyway, let me very, very quickly pop to the loo, and I'll be back, and we'll head over and do the thing. I'll be back in a second. All right, much better. Let's do this thing. An old Bessie is still alive. So what we will do is kill her off, and oh, that was probably a bit too close. Right, so what we do need to do, I think, is try and grab a little bit of this. Oh, hello, and we'll... maybe do a little bit more. What have I got there? I'd like to use all of the bottles up if I can. Whee! Come on, do some Ender Dragon stuff. Oh, there, that was. No. Where did you fire that? There. I need both, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to avoid looking at the Endermans. done one over there. Okay, come on, poop for me. Wow, that actually has quite a kick, doesn't it? Alright, let's do this. You're cheating, hide. You can't hide in the obsidian. Are you confused or what? Alright, let's... Wow, that is... Oh, hello. Yeah, Rorax would have one-shot that. But, well, we can... Ow! How rude. What I will probably do is, rather than resummon it, I'll just leave the end crystals there, so if anybody wants to kill the dragon, they can. Oh man, you are... I really need to put some velocity on these. What's my flight time like? 7 minutes, I've got loads. Oh, come here. I mean, with flight, this fight is too easy. And there we go. Don't think anybody's mad at me. So, as you can tell, some people have been here. I mean, it amazes me that people have actually been running the wither grinder under the thing there, even though how do I want right, where did you go? You went there. Have I got any torches? I don't have any torches, do I? That's awkward. Oh, I do. There you go. Right, let's dig, pop, dig, and grab it. And there we go. Souvenir for the souvenir cave. Right, I probably... Let's grab the 1, 2 of those, grab you, get that, pop those down, pop this here, we'll stick that there, and we'll stick 4 end crystals in, and the next person who wants to kill the dragon can. Because, you know, oh hello, dragon scales. Now these, we're probably going to want to kill the dragon a few times ourselves, but we'll need to do some AFKing at the end farm thingy who for people getting in there. Oh, I see. And with a farming place. Okay, that's that makes sense. Right, well, we've done that. That's that. How long have I got left on my flight now? 4 minutes. Let's get myself an ender pearl or 5. And of course, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it fairly. You know, that would be silly. That will do. Now, where's the portal? Over there. Might as well go out and have a look, eh? That did not play. Neither did that. Why not? Okay, let's get some more and let's stop face planting myself into a wall. Hello. Oh, come on. Give me more of your pearls. Four. If that isn't enough, I don't know what will be. No, I don't know whether there's much to do in the end in this version, because, you know... swining thing. Right, let's... You know what? Let's do this the other way. There's easier ways to do this. No, not like that though. 2 of them, some of that. Put some of that away. And let's get back up here. Right, let me just check that. 1 minute and a bit. There's not a... Oh, hello. Right, let's go over there. Whoa, hello, quick. Before my flight spell runs out. This is the biomes. Oh, okay. This is pretty cool stuff, though. They obviously don't like something that lives here. You know what I'm going to be getting quite a bit of. Of course, I do need... it's cooks. I don't know whether... I mean, these are actually quite interesting in their own right. Now, what are you? You're exactly the same. I'm going to have... Oh, we got some... Endermite? That sounds like an endermite to me. I mean, not... Hup. Right, we'll go a few more shroom lights. Because my objective, or part of my objective, I can definitely hear. thing making a bit of a ruckus outside, but those are pretty good. That's nice. I like that. Right. No. Flight has worn off. And I'm up here. Okay. That's not a problem at all. Honest. Up. Wow, those are just like pulsating. That Enderman's got a backpack. He's going to give me his backpack. Hup. No. Not mad at me. Ooh, couple with backpacks. Something down there is definitely giving a levitation effect. But they're not mad at me as best as I can tell, so... Alright, what's giving the levitation? Oh, okay, those. That has got potential application. If I can just manage to land without... Will you bagger off? You give. I'd like your backpack. Ow. Oh wow, you are actually quite hard, aren't you? And you're regenerating. Didn't give me his backpack. Gave me a leather hat. Somebody else got a backpack anywhere abouts here? I saw there's one over there. Nope. Absolutely not. But where's... Oh no, there's way too... No, there's too many about here. I don't like this. Alright, let's go. I don't want to be hanging around anywhere where teleporting creeper monsters live. But I'm interested in finding other things, so, well, how frequent are they? They are actually very, very frequent. I don't like that. I'm going to get that on my bar. I want to go that way, mate. If you don't mind. I'll take the phantom membrane, so those are always welcome. Oh, hello. Not that much added, to be honest. I'd not see. I mean, there's obviously a biome. Not sure whether there's a huge amount of content here for us right now, so let me, or things to do. I am going to head back home. I'm going to move that over there. Put you away. Where's my stuff there? Yep. So we definitely got plenty of that. I got 36 bottles of that. We got some bits and pieces. You know, nothing major, but it's all nice, and we should be able to now go and have a look at our Oculus and see what else we need to do. So we need 10 of the 13, and I've now done 5, so we're halfway there. A spell with a complexity of 75 or more. Construct with at least 3 obsidian parts. Transitory tunnel. Greater moat using an Eldrin altar. Cast a tier 4 cantrip. Right, what's a tier 4 cantrip? No. Freeform. Put a spell here and cast it when you perform the Mana Weave combo. Freeform spell. Is that it? Oh. Summon faction specific grimoire. Book of Ender storage for spells. So it's hourglass, triangle, downward triangle. Triangle. Downward triangle. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, and that's a new spell book, isn't it? Okay, yeah. I'm with it now. So that's 6 out of 10. Yes, tier 4 cantrip. Yes. Right, these well springs. So well springs are interesting because I know how to find them. That is Eldrin Altar, Eldrin Wellsprings, Dowsing Rod on site, Eldrin Flight, things. So network points, these are called Eldrin Wellsprings. Wellsprings are associated with one of the affinities and varying power as well. Eldrin Wellsprings are invisible unless the Ungent Wellspring site, which I've used and made. The more powerful Eldrin site, Ungent may be active but not required to make use of them. Those aligned with the Wizard of the Council can use the Eldrin Flight spell. Now I have a scroll, so we can in theory use that to draw power and reduce the mana cost of their spells. Okay, that's all fine. Capturing an Eldrin Well. So I figured out that I can harness some of the power of the Eldrin Wellsprings. I need to be careful only to take small amounts, as the raw power would simply melt any kind of apparatus that would take more. The secret is to use a lens that only refracts a small amount of power into a void dimension which is needed to contain the raw power. The lens requires a very specific resonance structure to be built around it in order to support the magic. I could then use some other kind of apparatus to draw the energy. It's worth noting that it's more important to focus on the overall captured power from the rather than a rechargeable source. I can check my total power stored in the Oculus. Although the Oculus doesn't show it, you can build the Wellspring Prism structure out of Chimerite Sandstone or Chimerite Stone. Either will work. Blah blah blah. So, Wellspring Prism, Chimerite Stone, Chimerite Pillar, Chain, Small Chimerite, a refracting lens. Presumably that has to be for the type of thing, and a Wellspring Pillar. The Wellspring Pillar requires and an Eldrin Rift. An Eldrin Rift requires other stuff, and the refraction lens is basically a moat with stuff. Okay. So, how do you tell what type? Oops, hang on. You find them. A dowsing rod does what? So we got those, and then you got the dowsing rod, which must use more mundane method later. Enter the wellspring dowsing. This rod, when used continually, will gradually point the user towards the nearest wellspring. A trickle of mana is required. Blah blah blah. These affinities. Affinities are obtained from the biome that the wellspring is in. It's technically possible to find any wellspring anywhere. However, I'm most likely to find wellsprings for each affinity in each of the following places: arcane in high places, forests and jungles; earth around forest, swamps and mesas; water found in rivers, oceans and swamps; wind in plains and savannas; fire, deserts and hellish places; ender found in swamps, mushrooms. And so we need to hunt those around. But let's have a look at this dowsing rod first. What do we need for that? A thaumatic link, bitium, compass and a stick. think we can manage most of that. All of it, let's be honest. I also know where there are some, so but let's try this as if we were complete noobs. Let's have a compass, a thaumatic link. We'll just take one of those, doesn't really matter if we've got two of it. Stick and a Vintium. A Vintium and a stick. And the pattern is downward, triangle, hourglass, forward slash. I think that's forward slash. Downward triangle, hourglass and slash. Downward triangle. Egg timer. And slash. Right, let's, if we go up here and we stand here, it's pointing me that way actually, that's interesting, and I have got some of this, so is it, it's daytime. Let's go and hunt this down, shall we? I know there's one over that way, which is why I was surprised it pointed me over here, but... Whee! Probably would have been better to wait until it wasn't raining, to be honest. But... still going that way, okay. Suppose I should do that as well, and then that'll get, oh there, right, that is pretty close. So they appear as beacon beams basically, and lost it now. It's up there somewhere. There we go. So there is our wellspring. No. New wellspring. So if you look over there, I've also got one there, and then if we come up this way, there's one there, one there, one there. I've already been around hunting for them, as you can tell. I don't know whether I've... oh, yep, there's one there. Maybe one up this way, I can't remember. That's where the big graveyard is. So they're not that difficult, but we do need to hunt around for the different types at some point, I believe, for the later stuff. But right now we just need one. So let me go back, we'll start pulling together the materials we need to do this capturing thing, and well, I'll be back in a sec. Oh right, so been out, just grabbed a whole load of arcane stone because it looks like we're going to need it. I probably need to go and grab some arcane sandstone as well, but I don't think I'm going to need as much of that, so we will cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll come back to Zephyr's gift. We will get to it, I promise. Just there's so many different things I want to do. Right, Chimerite stone pillar. We need to make Chimerite stone. Chimerite stone is made by basically sticking Chimerite and 8 of those in here with a Vulnus charm. So let me get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do, I think, a stack of this. So we're going to do one of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a Vulnus charm, or rune, whatever you want to call it. And then we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should give me a nice stack of Chimerite stone. So we need 4 Chimerite stone pillars. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We need a chiseled Chimerite thingy, one of those. Thank you. We need 4 stone corners and 4 stone lines. 2, 3, 4 stone lines. Oops, no. 1, 2, 3, 4 stone corners. Corner, corner, corner. Lovely. That's those. We need 8 stairs and 4 slabs of just ordinary stuff. 8 stairs, 1, 2, 3. Actually, just 2, don't I? For that, that's for slabbage. That gives me 4. So that's everything there, but we also need the refraction lens. How do you tell which one's which? That's a good question. Presumably you need a different one for each wellspring. Finding wellsprings, blah blah blah, that's your dowsing rod. Affinities, and these affinities are obtained from the biome it's in. It's technically possible to find any wellspring anywhere. Most likely to find a wellspring for each affinity in the following type. So arcane is found high places, forests and jungles. Earth is forests, swamps, mesas and jungles. Water, rivers, swamps. Wind is probably the most likely then, isn't it? But there's no actual mechanism that tells you how to find out what they are. So I'm going to assume it's an air. And for that, therefore, I will need 4 purified Vitium. Right, let's get that one done for starters. Okay, can I make 4 of those? No. So if I want that, I need arcane compound. Just do 4, that should be enough, and we'll split them 2 and 2. Right, let me just pull this together. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, that should be that, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, it's Triangulus. Not even going to try and pronounce it. Triangulus. This is for an air. No? Okay, let me check that out again, because I was checking. I'm sure that's what it said. We've got purified Vintium. We've got, is the colour at all relevant? Maybe it does need to be, because air is definitely that. Yeah, maybe the glass needs to be white then. Bit peculiar, but there you go. White dye, white glass. Let me get that one going. 4 purified Vintium. And then Triangulus. Not pronouncing it. Triangulus. Colour specific. Okay. But there's our fancy refraction lens air. So the last thing we need, apart from another ender pearl, which we're going to go and just visit our cleric dude. And maybe I should cure this guy at some point, but you know, not today. Right, and there I need one of those. And now we need to go to the desert. If I can find it. It's only one level. I've got 77 to play with. And we are going to set you to Quadrum. Now I'm fairly certain this area of desert, that what I have stripped, has got plenty of exposed sandstone. That's 9. I'll grab myself a little bit while I'm here, just because it's relatively quick. To do, maybe grab a stack or two, and I will be back in a second. I know I can make a transmute spell as well, which I may actually do, add it to the spell book, just because. Well, just because, really. I'll be back in a mo. Alright, and that should leave us with the last thing. We need one of those. We need, and let's just double check the runes on this because I can never remember them. The Voidy thing, where are you? Voidy thing is a Adamus, Volnus, Scalpia, Hourglass. Adamus, Volnus, Scalpia, Hourglass. Okay. Adamus is that one. Volnus. Scalpia. Horarium. Or something like that. And that is an Eldrin Rift. Okay. So now, how do we actually do this? So, materials. Oh, we need the Wellspring Pill. Oh, crap. We got that as well. I need 4. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Helps if you read what you're doing. I need 4 of those, not 1. And I don't need those at all. Those are made of those. Okay. I've got plenty of sandstone. However, I do need metal runes. Ritual metal. Okay. Which means I need superheated Vintium. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's right. 4 of those makes 1 of those. Okay, yep. And I need the iron. Right, this is going to be a little bit longer than I thought it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16. And then we can just go bang, 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 bang. Now these I can do. In fact, I more or less have to. I will do them in the blast furnace. There you go. You can have 8. You can have 8. I need 4 more of those. So for that, I'm going to need 3 more ender pearls. 1, 2, 3, not 4 more. 3 more. I need sandstone. I need 3 more of those. 1, 2, 3. No, 3. Okay, learn to count, John. And I need glyphs. I need another 3 glyphs. So 1, 2, put 1 away. Like that. I need purple dye. I need lots of purple dye. What can I get purple dye from? Purple sage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, let me just have a look. So how many is that? 12. And I think that's 4 of those. Okay, let me have a look at the rest of the uses of that, because I also need arcane sandstone and 2 arcane sandstone. Okay, sandstone. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I can probably just do that. I can. And then I need hoppers. 4 of. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that just leaves the runes. Oh, they need to be superheated as well. So let me do that. Let me go and check out my rune crafting pattern thing, and I will be back in a sec. Alright, I actually only need 4 of these. The pattern makes 4 things, but I will almost certainly need more at some point, so that's fine. I didn't have the pattern, so I've had to do it from JEI, which would have been awkward had I not had the right stuff, but there you go. So we're going to go 1 and one. Two. Oops. I think you get about 4 uses out of these. So 3, maybe 4, maybe 5. Who knows? 4. That's fine. That's pretty much exactly what you need anyway, because you need all of this lot. And we're going to go and then make these pillar things. Then we can sleep. And we can go and get on with the well capturing, and hopefully I have got that right. Now, the uses for that are one of the... Okay, so one of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those, and 4 of those. And we're going to use those to make that, which requires a walnut thingy, upside down triangle, and scalp here. Thingy, upside down, and that. Makes me 1, and I need 4. Thankfully, they were not that evil that they made us do it the hard way. Right, so armed with that, what do we do? Because this is the blind leading the blind here. I'm just reading. I'm just, you know. Don't take your stinking animals in. Oh, healing poultice from Manor and Artifice. Bringing your stinking... I don't even know where your other llama's got to. That was just careless. Right. Let us go and work out how we work this this thing, because I really don't know, but we'll work it out. First things first, let's get to the spot. And I mean, it's handy that it's close by, and the Eldritch Flight spell might be interesting because that should allow me to move around, and I've got 11 minutes of it, so I'm going to save it for emergencies just because. Right, let me get that going. So you are here. Slap bang there. Right, so what do we need to do? Visualize this in the world. Now I am going to have to assume, therefore, that this kind of goes there. Which, wow. Oh yes, of course I am in Super Destructo mode, aren't I? So you look to be like you need to go there. Okay, let's oh, hello. Let's do this. I'm going to assume that I can reclaim the structure, because I don't want to have to do this for every single yeah, and then presumably I can, once I've done whatever I'm doing with this, I can just dig this structure up and go somewhere else perhaps. I'm going to assume that we need to be clear. Because I'd rather be clear than, oops, hello. I can always backfill or re-landscape this later, can't I? Okay, so we're going to grab you, and you are going to go there. We're going to grab our lines, and they are going to go there, 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 and there, and then the corners will go there, 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 and there. And I don't know if they have to line up or what. No, maybe like that. Maybe. Well, let's assume they have to, shall we? Because it would look nicer anyway if they line up properly. Oh, not like that though. Like that. Then we've got these are going to go there, there. That's going to be awkward until, and as is that. So let's now come over here and get these in. then we got that, 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 and that. That goes there and there. Wow, these are actually much. Again, I'm not taking any chances because this is convoluted enough without adding what are you missing? Oh, 12 chains. Okay, yes, of course. So they're thinking, what? Okay, now what do I do with that? I've got it. What do I do with it? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Capturing. Secret is the lens only reflects well. Very okay. The other kind of apparatus drawing you need is worth noting more important. Although the Oculus doesn't show it, you can build a wellspring structure out of camera. There are other configuration. Okay, yeah, but what do I do with it? This is all well and good, but what do I do with it? Oh, I don't know. Right, let's that might not be the right one, of course. That's entirely possible. Let's go back and have a look at the Oculus. I know that about that grade, by the way. I've checked it and put it back. There was nothing worth a mile in it. I mean, if those have to remain in place to work, I don't know. I'm you know, I don't even know why I'm doing it this way. Let's just do this. This would make a lot more sense. Wrong place to go to, of course. I've had to go up a flight. If that has to stay in place, then I have captured an Eldrin wellspring. Now, where is... I thought it said that you can see your Eldrin power. So you do have to make that for everyone. That is quite... Things craft a greater moat using an Eldrin altar. I've never heard, I don't think I even have an Eldrin altar, but what did it say about seeing your power? Let me come back, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I'm kind of working my way through here. I need 8 pedestals and I need an Eldrin altar. Now the Eldrin altar is made with a pedestal and these Chimerite crystals, which are made with Chimerite and dye. So of course I'm going to use purple ones. I don't think, actually it probably doesn't matter for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I need 8? Oh, 2, 4, 6. I need 6 of them. So let me just do those for now. I'm sure I'm going to need more. I remember Frost was getting really frustrated with the amount of crystals he needed, but oh no, that's not right. It's like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to use you in the table with that, and we're going to go, well, let's get this going. Starters, put this in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to chuck in a pedestal, one of those. And then we are going to go hourglass, triangle with a line, downward triangle, diamond. Hourglass, triangle with a line through it. Downward triangle. Diamond. Now, if the colour of the crystals is linked, and it does not appear to be, so that's fine, then I was going to say we will be doing that, and then we're going to visualize this in the world. Needs actually quite a sizable space. Now, what I had thought was down underneath here, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that that is... Well, I suppose it doesn't matter if we do it like that, does it? So we take you and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. This will give me a structure to work to, actually. Let's come... Which ones have I placed? I can't remember which ones I've placed. What? Did I not? What happened? Oh, there they are. Okay. Right, in which case I'm going to unplace you. We're going to visualize you in the world, but over this way, because there's more space over here, and we can move that way out a little bit as well, and that way if we want. Yeah, that makes more sense. Let's put the Eldrin altar down first then. Again, that shouldn't... No, it's not bothering the elevator, so that's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that gives us an Eldrin altar. Now, what I did spot, and I will get another Oculus at some point as well, just so we've got that, is I can see the power we've got. It's there. I've got air, and it's that one, but I do need to bring that over apparently, or I believe so. And to do that, we need supplying Eldrin power. You can either use a lesser Eldrin conduit, or you can use an Eldrin conduit R, whatever the one you want. Now is basically going to be a Chimerite stone, a mote of Ender, and whatever mote we're going to do. So we're going to do an air mote, and we'll bring that over. I don't know whether it has to be within a particular range of the altar, so we'll work that out. But we need a Chimerite stone and a Chimerite. So Chimerite and a Chimerite stone. And then a mote of air. I'm going to need to make more motes of air, and a mote of Ender. And we are going to use you to make that conduit, which is going to be a Volnus triangle, downward triangle, scalp here. I assume it's going to be the same. And that. So we're going to go with a Volnus, a thingy triangle, paper aeroplane, whatever you want to think of it as, a downward triangle, and a scalp here. And that's not it. So let's have a look at Ender conduit. Oh, hang on, Eldrin conduit. Let's try that. Eldrin conduit. Wind. Triangle. Other triangle. Triangle. Nope. That one. I need to go make some more motes as well, because I am completely out of air motes now. So that gives us that. Now what should we do with it? How many? 1, 2, 3, 5. There's 6 and there's only 4 corners. That's a problem. There are, of course, 6 of these though. So if I were to go there, that's conduit, it's providing wind. I will work on this. I don't know whether this is the location I'm going to keep these or not, but what do we do to make a greater moat now? A greater moat of air requires 2 phantom membranes on pedestals and a moat of air. Phantom hello. Ow. I definitely need to come up with a tunnel or something that you go up on there, but we'll work it out. 2 phantom membranes. Luckily, I am not too shy on phantom membranes, but I'm going to have to do an AFK session at my phantom farm, or farming session, I should say, at my phantom farm. I don't tend to do AFK sessions there because that is a way to get yourself killed. So 1 and 2, and last moat of air in the collection. How do you activate it? No. I don't know. How you activate these. Okay. Gonna go and do some more reading again. I'll be back in a mo. Activate it with an empty hand. Oh, that's deeply cool. Oh, I like that. Now, as I say, I'm assuming. Oh, hello. There we go. Very. I may actually bring us up a few blocks, so we're not quite so deep down. That would work, and dig out that way a little bit, and maybe. I don't know whether to go that way, but certainly that way one, and then we can make the walls bigger, and we'll get this into being a room, and we'll have 6 of these. We'll have like 1 there, 1, so we'll have 4, and then we'll have another 2 somehow positioned. Don't know. We'll work that one out. We'll have the pedestals. It will look fancy, but right now that should have given us another step in the direction of that. Now, as I say, I don't know if. So we have done that. We've created a greater moat. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to do 2 more. One would be a spell with a complexity of 75 or more. We can enchant an item with an enchantment level of at least 3 or more using a runic anvil. Construct with 3 obsidian parts. I don't think I've got any obsidian parts or that. So yeah, but I think we're probably about there for this episode now. I'm not entirely sure whether they have to remain in place. I am going to assume they do, and I am going to do some landscaping over there, and well, I'll be back in a short while. Alright, I'm going to assume these have to stay in position. I can't see why they wouldn't. I mean, this is visible. The lighting around here is actually incredible, and this actually is putting out a hell of a lot of light. I have put a little bit more in, but I've decorated the place up. I might have put a few glow berries in had I got them to hand, but I'm fairly certain I don't. So all that remains really now is at some point in the future we are going to need to get greater moats of all the other things, and I really need a screenshot to end out this episode, so I think we are going to do that. And I think the only thing that would have improved that is had I got all of the pillars pointing in properly. It's not the end of the world, and I may fix it between episodes just for things, but yeah, that is some fairly serious progress. Hopefully next episode we can push this to a new level and get the tier 5 stuff, because that would put us in realm of getting the nature armor, which gives us, I think, some pretty good flight. I know the tier 5 wizard's armor does, and yeah, we will see. But on the whole, that's not a bad first start. There is, as I've said, there is another wellspring, and I don't know what it will be, but there is another one over here, which well, it's not over here. It probably would have been easier to teleport to Port Valentine and do it that way, but let's just swim it now. So yeah, I think on that note, and our golden golems there are doing a wonderful job. They're not dying for starters. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it looks like they're all there. I only put 3 in because we're not using that much villager trading that I felt it was worthwhile going mad and getting considerably more than 3. But over here, if I can just get myself over this way, there is another wellspring, and this is currently plains. If it's plains, then it's probably going to be air again. This is stony shore, so it could be water, and I'm not entirely sure whether you can tell from the looks of them. Let me just, again, I'll make some more of this. Oops, hang on. Let's not put that there, that can go there. So that, I think, oh yes, you can definitely tell this is a water. So that'll be a fun one to decorate, and there's that to cover over, but we've got that was a water one, so we've got air and water, and then we need just the other ones: fire, ender, earth. Yeah, anyway, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I am really happy with the way this this build and series is going, and obviously every step we take towards a more advanced flight and stuff is a step towards easier building, but getting there slowly. So on that note, thank you very much. I will see you soon, and bye for now.